Thank you, Mr. Austin. This past spring, I was given the task of being a flag bearer at senior graduation. Armed with a flag each, Vice President Albert and I led the procession of administrators, faculty, and the class of 21 into the ceremony, with Mr. Erlinson kindly making sure I didn't trip over every step on the pathway there. There were a few close calls. I was on very shaky legs, terrified that I'd ruin the entire ceremony by not carrying the flag just right. And meanwhile, the NA flag in my arms towered over me, at probably a monstrous 5.5 feet tall. All in all, I found the process terrifying. This memory has stuck with me not because of my unremarkable flag-bearing skills, but instead because of the moment that immediately precedes it, lining up before the procession even began. For those of you who aren't familiar, the faculty line up just as they did today, beginning with those who have served at NA the longest and ending with the newest additions to the community. As I waited nervously for my flag-bearing duties to begin, I heard Mr. Austin direct the faculty to line up in order and marveled as the blob of mingling teachers quickly smoothed into a line of neatly organized coworkers, mentors, and friends. To me, this line was a timeline. At the end of the timeline, I saw the TAs who helped me through hybrid classes during COVID. Scanning across, I saw my middle school teachers who were the first to show me what it means to be a Newark Academy student. I saw Mr. Purcell making a whole cluster of teachers laugh, a cluster of teachers who must have all started at around the same time and must be used to this formation after lining up together countless times. At the front of the line, I saw the most experienced teachers and administrators, people who have led this school longer than I've been here, some longer than I've been alive. Reflecting on that timeline of teachers, I realized that we, us students, are also a timeline. Each class present here, from my class of 2022 to the brand new class of 2028, is a segment of the line, each getting a slightly different glimpse of who and what exactly makes up Newark Academy. Despite this ever-rotating group of students and teachers, there's still some essence or some NA factor that always seems to stay the same. It's certainly not the building, considering how many times we've moved, and it can't just be the curriculum or classes or even the wasps that haunt the courtyards every year. No, to me, Newark Academy is, above all, the culture and community that we uphold. Each of us, in our time as segments on the line, must do everything in our power to carry on that Newark Academy essence. This means taking positive actions. Sit with a new kid in class. Make a connection with the security guard. Look beyond your personal obligations, whether homework assignments or lesson plans, because it really would be a shame to waste that small bit of overlap that we have together on this timeline. I don't remember a word of Macbeth's stagger speech, sorry, Dr. Law, but I do remember the bond that our 8th grade class developed as soon as we threw away concerns of participation points and essay rubrics. As you make your way through this year, I urge you to reflect on this timeline that we're muddling through together. What are you doing to contribute to that community that will someday reach beyond you? How are you creating an NA that you're proud of? What will your segment of the timeline represent? Thank you.